babe, I'm an ambitious girl. You're just small time.
Liberty City is in shock today as the police and emergency services deal with the aftermath of a devastating attack on a police convoy this morning. As yet, no details have been released about the prisoners being transferred in the convoy, and no group has claimed responsibility. The convoy left police headquarters early this morning for a routine transfer of felons to Liberty Penitentiary. The attack took place on the Callahan Bridge, leaving few witnesses and the bridge itself severely damaged. Some of the convicts are thought to have perished in the explosion that followed the initial attack. Revelations as to the professionalism of the attack struck police hours afterward, when identification of the missing felons were further hampered by an attack by computer hackers on police headquarter databases. With the Porter Tunnel project falling behind schedule, this disaster leaves Portland isolated from the rest of the city.
Come on! Senor Dickhead! It's no problem to kill you. You're gonna be sorry. Aye, get lost.
I know a place on the edge of the red light district where we can lay low, but my hands are all messed up, so you better drive, brother.
Look, is this leading anywhere? Because, I mean, we've got a lot of other people waiting to talk about real things here.
Unity is real. Open your eyes. Take off your pants. Come on. Come on, Laszlo. You can be a figurehead for Liberty's interest. We have more members now for the first time since 1977. Unity is back. A lot of people are into Unity and really interested. It's not about sex. It's about being one with the world.
All right, dude. Groovy. Hug a rainbow.
This is the place right here. Let's get off the street and find a change of clothes.
You want a good time? Come on,
get out of the damn car!
I know this guy. He's connected. His name's Luigi. Me and him go back, so I can probably do this work. Come on, let's go.
You can be sure of independent, quality-led broadcasting every time you tune in. That's why we're the fastest growing cable supplier and health insurance provider in the Northeast. And why our new satellite in China is something all Americans can be proud of. Here at Love Media, we are proud.
This is Luigi's Club. Let's go around the back and use the service door. Wait here, man, while I go in and talk to Luigi.
Eightball's got some business upstairs. Or maybe you could do me a favor. One of my girls needs a ride, so grab a car and pick up Misty from the clinic, then bring her back here. Remember, no one messes with my girls. So keep your hands on the wheel. If you don't mess this up, maybe there'll be more work for you. Now get out of here.
Good. It's the street taught them how to clean bathrooms. You left so much one hair on the stove, it was off the bed with no dinner. You know what? You went to bed hungry, only sleep in. Let me tell you, everyone has their kids. He even cooks for the whole family. These days he's getting too big to be chimney, so now he's a paralegal raking him home. 7 and
Hi, I'm Betsy.
$1,000 a year. And on weekends, he doesn't go to the mall, play soccer, skiing, or do anything. Or kill me.
Jesus, young
No,
man,
he's
don't-
mine. He's my kid. How can I support you?
Luigi said to give you this, so here, take it.
There's a new high on the street. Goes by the name of Spank. Some wise guys been introducing this trash to my girls down Portland Harbor. Go and introduce a bat to his face. Then take his car, respray it. I want compensation for this insult.
You better be calling your mom.
Dom, it's remarkable, I think. You have all the details. I mean, who do you want to buy a new shit? What's the Leslie?
I go to a shop, and the name's Laszlo.
I know, Leslie. I'm a regular listener.
This is a recipe for trouble.
Again, it's incredible. I don't envy those kids with their stock options and their fast cars. They earned them. Internet has saved my life.
This is really going nowhere.
On the radio right second?
Yes, you are. I'm sure it's very exciting for you, but what do you want to talk about?
Oh, man, I mean, what else is there? I could go on all day, but you know how it is, don't you, Laszlo?
Not really. What's your name? What do you call about?
I'm sorry. I'm Maria. You know, Maria, like Mamma Mia. Only different, you know, but, you know, men. M-E-N. No, it's a dirty word. There's only 3 letters. You know what I mean? One of those convenience jobs to protect you, I bet. I know what you're all like. You know more about...
I had it on a combo. What am I gonna do, Lee? Hey, I gotta talk to you. All right, Mick, I'll talk to you later. How you doing, kid? The Don's son, Joey Leone. He wants some action from his regular girl, Misty. Go pick her up at Hepburn Heights, but watch yourself. That's Diablo Turf. Then run her over to his garage in Trenton and make it quick. Joey ain't the kind you keep waiting. Remember, this is your foot in the door. So keep your eyes on the road and off Misty.
Running away? I want to live up here and see that.
Actually, I do cover this early on in the book in chapter 45. It's called Stir Fry Your Prejudice. You see, I once thought like you before my master took me under his wing and taught me the joys of soy and origami. Concentration begins in the mind and spreads to all the extremities of the body. You must use the language of the body, not the tongue, and the language of the body begin to raw, uncooked, organic vegetables. Just look.
Look a regular Luigi now, huh? It's about time you got a try what we can try.
This desk in 2 half desks.
This desk is made of 2-inch thick composite wood. It's still in one piece. Thanks for coming on the show.
Okay, lad, don't mock me.
Joey! Am I gonna get to play with your big ends again?
I'll be with you in a minute, Sparkplug. Hey, I'm Joey. Luigi said you were reliable, so come back later. There might be some work for you. All right?
Some Diablo scumbag has been pimping his scuzzy bitches in my backyard. Go and take care of things for me. If you need a piece, go around back of Ammunition opposite the subway.
Little girls, man. Football, now that's American sport. It teaches you values, man, like stealing other people's land by... Oh, man, I got slide skills. Oh, God, you know...
Policeman's ball is being held at the old school hall near the Callahan Bridge, and they'll be looking for some old school action. Now, I got girls all over town walking the street. Get them to the ball. They'll make a bundle. Get as many of them as you can before the cops drink away their green.
All right, hello. Next caller. You're on Chatterbox. Let me guess. The military.
The military teaches you respect, obedience, and it gives you a good pension. These kids that thought they were going to be millionaires, look where the super information highway has gotten them. Nowhere. It's a dead end. Uncle Sam takes care of his boys. And when I came back from the Australian-American War, I didn't get a hero's booty. I didn't get a pat on the back from my friend, the big one. I tell you, I didn't do 2 tours and take boomerang shrapnel in my head so I could come back here and have a bunch of hippies deny history. Those Aussies are ruthless. They even wired kangaroos with explosives. Come hopping in a key. Not show.
Sorry. I'm just a little unhappy, a bit agitated. Real angry. It's my mom. She don't imagine my name was Tony. You're tracing this call? Because if you are, you're gonna get real intimately acquainted with what your brains look like. My name ain't Tony.
And we just kind of have to face up to him. And right now, I'm obligated to play some commercial announcements.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a gold coin.
Good thing Pogo has a banana cannon. Those nasty scientists deserve to die. Now get the shampoo manufacturers before they squirt it in your eye.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a diamond.
You'll guide Pogo through tons of fun adventures, including saving Timmy, who fell down the well.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a big watch.
Rescue a cat out of that tree with your banana cannon, Pogo.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a fast car.
And help Pogo to his final mission, to storm the White House with his friends and become President of the United States.
Hey, I'm bored. When you gonna drill me?
In a moment, sweetheart. I got a little business to take care of. I got a little job for you, pal. The Farrelly brothers have owed me money for too long and they need to be taught some respect. Lips Farrelly is stuffing his fat face in the St. Mark's Bistro, so steal his car and take it to 8 Ball's bomb shop up in Harwood. You know 8 Ball, right? Once he's fitted it with a bomb, go park the car where you found it. Then sit back and watch the whole show. But hurry up, he won't be eating forever.
Of course, I needed a car that could seat 12 and is equipped to drive across Arctic tundra. It just makes me...
I hate it. Make it my...
This is Chatterbox. We are taking your night.
Turnips, fruit vegetables, albino carrots as they're known back home.
Okay, here's the deal. This isn't Gardening with Maurice. That's on later.
No, he got taken off the air. He lied, I know he did. I've been trying to make a hybrid of a peach and a Pekingese midget fighting bitch for the last 2 years, and it is impossible.
It is very, very serious. I let my kid play video games, and now he runs around the house looking...
Oh, model is great. Real pretty.
Game called Pogo the Monkey.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
The shop teacher called me today, and Sam made a homemade banana cannon in shop class and was lobbing them across the street at a fast food restaurant. And it's all because of video games. Laszlo, life does not have a reset button.
Right, but this show does. I love that button. You know, it's never a dull moment on this show, especially if you're a
Chunky Lee Chong is pushing Spank for some new gang from Colombia or Colorado or something, I'm not really sure. Who needs details? Anyway, he's got a noodle stand down in Chinatown. That rat has sold his last stir fry. I want you to take him out. If you need a piece, go around back of Ammunition opposite the subway. Sort yourself with a 9. You know where it is, right? Well, remember, just watch your back in Chinatown. It's triad territory.
end until there's only one man left standing. Tune in nightly or watch the...
Alright, we're gonna hit the payroll van. It leaves the edge of Chinatown every day. Bullets won't even dent the van's armor, so get a car and ram it off the road. Now hit it hard, and the punk-ass security guard should bail. Then take it to the warehouse at the docks, and my guys are gonna take over from there. Now, it won't be doing its rounds all day, so don't hang around.
Cardiac arrest, organ failure, or major hemorrhage. Settling from penalty using a machine gun to 6 miles home. I ain't hurt nobody. In countries that don't have guns, ain't America.
You know, that's a really good...
When's coffee break? Yeah, like gold. But the thing is that when I was a golden boy,
You know, Tony, I've tuned her real sweet. She purrs, you know what I mean? Oh, here's the guy I was telling you about. Alright, listen, this guy, he ain't Italian and he's no mechanic, but he could get things fixed. This is Pop's capo, Tony Cipriani.
Yeah, I'm Tony Cipriani.
Take him to Mama's restaurant at St. Mark's, alright? Now listen to me. I'm planning a job that needs a good driver, so drop by sometime later, okay?
Okay, kid, drive me to the laundry in Chinatown first. I got a bit of business to take care of. Those washerwomen ain't been paying their protection money. And watch the car. Joey just fixed this junkie, so no fancy crap, okay?
Many arts, be skilled in making house. Passion, danger.
Wait here. Keep the engine running. This ain't a social call.
Give you a big kiss, like I give a woman. But I am not going to give you a big kiss. Not a kiss like I give a woman or even a donkey. Because you do not know.
Well, I mean, in this case, ignorance kind of seems like bliss. I wasn't really up for kissing on air. I mean...
Am I not irresistible even to you? No, my friend. You say you not want the marriage is impossible now. If a man was born an angel,
many triads think they can mess with me. The triads. With me. Drop by later. Give me something to honor. Their own blood-stained clothes.
In bed, but for his bed, he needs something else. Simple. I know what you are like. I see it in your eyes. A wanderer.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. Alright, just the guy I need to talk to. Alright, there's a car stuffed with a stiff at the cafe near Callahan Point. One of the Forellis thought he was a wise guy, so he got what he had coming to him. Take the corpse to the crusher in Harwood, alright?
And you sound very pretty, angry, and a little bit of a know-it-all. This briefcase, maybe she come to work for chosen, my friend. And I was called and chosen to work a miracle.
So, where were you called from, Fernando?
From upstate, okay? You happy money now?
What a ride she's gonna be, huh? All right, listen. Get some wheels to the safe house at St. Mark's and pick up a few friends of mine. They're hitting the bank and they need a driver. I gave my word that you were the man, so don't screw this up. Get them to the bank before 5 o'clock, not a minute after.
Close!
What are you talking about?
Laszlo, why can't I, a humble citizen, go naked?
Well, I mean, I guess the lion has two distinct advantages over you. One, I mean, it's, as you say, a king, and therefore it can exercise its royal prerogative to not wear clothes. And two, it's a cat, and therefore it doesn't have to. And three, I mean, now that I think about it, if you want to try to dress a lion, you can, but I guess what we're learning is that life can be a little unfair.
Get to the bank on the main drag.
I'm naked.
I really didn't need to know.
Why, Laszlo? Why? Is that you? I was born naked under the...
I'm gonna have to cut you off.
Don't you believe in free...
Keep the engine running. We'll be in and out in no time.
Of course you don't. All you believe in is free drinks. Good.
Well, what about winter?
What do you mean?
You know, I mean, what about winter? When the wind blows and...
All units on boundary progress back to Liberty Point example.
I was born naked, I'm gonna die naked.
And all shriveled up by the sound of things.
Winter was invented by clothing companies. We have more members now for the first time since 1977. Unity is back. A lot of people are interested in doing and security jobs.
What? Of hanging out with loads of naked chicks? I mean, I see the fun in it, but I just think clothes have distinct advantages, like not accidentally cooking yourself, or when you're working on a building.
Hello, I'm Donald Trump. Under my guidance, Love Media has emerged as the fastest-growing U.S.-run media conglomerate of the past 5 years.
This is El Burro of the Diablos. You are new in Liberty, but already you are gaining a reputation on the streets. There is a street race starting by the old school hall near the Callahan Bridge. Get yourself some wheels, and first through all the checkpoints wins the prize.
About me. Well, not my Johnny. No 20, maybe 30 times. He learned. Now he brings his mother lunch. Stages get too big to be chimneys, so now he's a paralegal breaking him home. He's 7 and he's making imagine me $23,000 a year. And on weekends, he doesn't go to the mall, play soccer.
Well, it sounds kind of like exploitation to me.
Exploitation. Kill me. Shut up, time. He's my kid. How can I exploit something I own? Exploitation. Sound like a communist. Kids in Russia, they don't work. That's why everything's so messed up over there.
All right, you are listening to Chatterbox, hosted by me, Laszlo, because I got kicked off the rock station. Let's go over here and talk to somebody about their life. Hello, caller, you're on the air.
Hi, Leslie. My name's Martha. I just love your show. I always listen to you when I'm getting my colon irrigated. I just wanted to say something about the internet. You know, the information superhighway and the World Wide Web.
Yeah, I know all about it.
I know, Leslie. I'm a regular listener. Well, I don't. I like online.
I started my exotic entertainment business with nothing but the sizable contents of my leather pants. A gang of no-goods has threatened to remove my starring member if I don't pay them a cut. They threatened the wrong man, amigo. They have a weakness for the ice cream. Pick up the bomb I've hidden in Hardwood, hijack the regular ice cream van on its rounds, and lure these fools to their doom with the jingly jingly. They hide in a warehouse on Atlantic Key.
Really good. And it all went wrong, and so, you know, I found someone else, and he seems real nice, but, you know, he don't talk too much. Say, you don't think he's like you, do you?
What do you mean like me? What do you insinuate? Opinion matters, or at least we say that. Let's go over here to line 4. Hello, caller. What's your name?
Just a rock. Laszlo, the people have spoken. They have said no. Not my...
Are you friggin' retarded? People these days.
hustling triad stole my beautiful car last night, wrecked it and left it burning. Some of my most precious donkey memorabilia was in the trunk. Real collectibles that are irreplaceable, my friend. I've hidden a throbbing weapon on the edge of Chinatown. Take it and teach these triad vandals to fear El Poro's well-endowed wrath. Arriba!
Baby. All right.
Opportunist has stolen a van of my latest publication, hot off the press. But that spanked-up idiot has left the rear doors open, and now my beautifully produced, tastefully photographed adult literature is being dropped all over Liberty. Take the van and follow that trail of Donkey Does Dallas volumes 1, 2, and 3, collecting it as you go. When you follow the trail to that thieving spankhead, waste him. Then deliver my Donkey Derby to XXX Max in the red light district.
My name ain't Tony, okay? But my mom, she kicked...
To anyone, you can find it at House of Tomorrow. Remember, only technology makes life worth living.
All units known look at the Dalton Swansea and Dalton Portland area.
What do I do?
Well, Toad, I mean, sir, you know, in life we have a lot of obligations. We just kind of have to face up to them. And right now, I'm obligated to play some commercial announcements. We'll be back right after this.
We've got a new friend for everyone. He's got fur and a tail. He gets in lots of trouble, but he's a bouncy little fellow, because he's got springs for legs. Pogo the Monkey, the best new video game for the whole family.
I love you, Pogo. You bounce.
Help Pogo escape from the evil research laboratory, where the mean old...
Pigeons are good. Sometimes they come with notes attached, just like a fortune cookie with wings. Squirrels not so good. They taste like goldfish. Meat's real stringy.
Actually, I can't say that I do. But if I did eat too much squirrel and put on a few extra pounds, I'd use the dormitory.
Off. It started to affect my marriage.
She was too big for me, and I'll sleep with anything.
The optometrics, the thiosides, the tummy stapling. I've had my...
Big manager who lives in the suburbs and commutes to work on the highway. I live alone, so of course I needed a car that could seat 12 and is equipped to drive across Arctic tundra. It just makes me feel better.
The new Maibatsu monstrosity. Mine is bigger.
Oh, what? That's a good commercial. I love commercials, don't you? This is Chatterbox. We are taking your calls right now. Hello, caller. You are on the air.
Hi, Laszlo. Is that your real name?
Huh?
Take a seat, kid. Take a goddamn seat. So the laundry won't pay any protection, huh? The triads think they can mess with me? Let's teach these would-be tough guys what it means to be a tough guy. Sorry, Ma. Yes, Ma. I want you to destroy their laundry vans and mangle any triad gimp that gets in your way. 8-Ball can supply you with what you're gonna need.
His mother's coming.
Guys crashed through the window and started shooting at each other. I was so excited, I didn't even notice I'd been hit. After that, I was hooked on Liberty City Survivor. I watch it every day in the hospital.
Making people bleed. as tough as his pop, but he left you a note on the table.
The laundry has agreed to pay. You did real good, kid. Go collect the cash and bring it back here. Watch out for the triads. They may be shoving a firecracker up your ass. But don't take no crap. Nobody, I mean nobody, messes with Tony Cipriani.
Good point. I think that's a lesson to us all. All right, hello, you are on Chatterbox.
Hello, Laszlo. I'm a first-time caller.
Probably say that spanking can be harmful to a child's emotional development.
How
old is your son? How old is your son?
I don't have children. They can't stop.
These taxes and anything sane you'd like to bring.
I'm not ashamed to say it.
Okay, thanks for calling. Now.
The boss man won.
Don Salvatore has called a meeting. I need you to collect the limo and his boy Joey from the garage. Then get Luigi from his club. Come back here and pick me up. Then we'll all drive over to the boss's place together. Those triads, they don't know when to stop. They want a war, they got a war. Now get going.
Real pretty.
His dinner after I eat. You not so happy. He's a bit different.
Anyway, one thing leads to another, and before you know it, he's found all kinds.
How you doing?
Listen very closely. Your marriage is a gift. What then, my friend? What then?
I get a sexual harassment suit.
If you are lucky, my friend. But you, more likely, your marriage is ruined. Your sweetheart, she hates you. Your pretty secretary, she wants you to be her man. You back it to square one. My friend, you and 1,000 men like you. For me, once it was so. But then...
How you doing, kid?
My God. And I realized, Fernando, you are blessed. You are a miracle. 1,000 miracles roll into one. You save the marriage. And you save the man. You finish the marriage first, and you can put the man first.
Well, how does this work?
It is a miracle, Laszlo. A miracle. A man is a good father, a loving husband, the winner of bread 6.5 days a week. On the spare half day, I save his life.
How?
By giving him what he needs in a controlled environment. I give him passion.
What, with you? That kind of sounds like a limited mark.
Laszlo, you are very prejudiced. I don't like that. But no, not with me.
No fancy crap.
Passion. Passion. Which he can take home.
What, so you act like a pimp?
Not a pimp, little man. A savior. In a controlled environment, I reintroduce the man to a producer. And good results every month. With my unique counseling, 1,000 marriages have been saved, and 1 million more could be saved every day.
And do the wives know about this?
In their hearts, Laszlo, they know.
You did good back there, kid. Real good. Come on, let's introduce you to the Don.
Hey, Luigi! Oh, my girls have been missing you so long, Salvatore. You've been away too long.
You tell them once this unfortunate business is taken care of, we'll all go down to the club and celebrate, okay? Here's my boy.
How you doing, Pop?
You got yourself a good woman yet? Hey, Your mother, God bless her soul, would be turning over in her grave to see you without a wife.
I know, Pop. I'm working on it.
Tony! How's your mama? She's a great woman, you know. Strong. Firenze.
She's good. Fine.
Terrific, terrific. Now listen, you guys, you go inside while I talk to our new friend here. I see nothing but good things for you, my boy. Me and the fellas need to talk business, so you're gonna look after my girl for the evening. Hey, Maria! Move your butt. Dumb broad does this every time. And here she is, the one and only Queen of Sheba. What were you doing up there? Whatever it was, I bet it cost me money.
Well, you don't think I hang around here for the conversation, do you?
Get in the car and keep your big mouth shut. Take the limo, but bring it back in one piece, you hear me? And watch her. She can be trouble.
Yeah. I'm sure your new lapdog has everything covered. And isn't he big and strong? Hey, Fighter, let's go visit Chico and get some party treats. He's at the rail station at the Chinatown waterfront, I think.
In a box directly to your door.
And now it's time for a public service announcement from station owner Donald Love.
Hello, my name is Donald Love. You're listening to a Love Media station. Enjoy
our society.
Exactly. I knew you'd understand, Laszlo. My daddy used to whoop the tar out of me. He once hit me so hard my spleen fell out of my ear. Didn't do me no harm. Look at me now, I'm the...
Ah, mira, it's my favorite lady. Looking for some fun? A little... some spank?
Hey, Chico. Nah, just the usual.
Here you go, lady. Hey, maybe you should check out the warehouse party at the East End of Atlantic Keys.
I'm starting to believe that guy about the floor.
See you around.
Gracias.
Listen,
And
if
enjoy.
there's any
At
single
Gusto.
person left in Liberty City that can hear my voice, please call the show.
Come on, Fighter, let's go and
right
check
now.
out
This
this
is
party.
SOS going out across the city. All right, let's go over to this one. Hello, caller. You are on the air. Are you sane? Are you a sane?
Damn people on trains and buses in the city who yammer on and on into their cell phones. I'm really glad we get to hear about what you're having for dinner. What we should do is herd them up and put them on an island. I am the president of a group called Citizens Raging Against Phones.
Crap.
Exactly.
All right, Fighter, you wait here after the problem. I can assure you, but...
People up for using a phone, but you're calling up on a phone.
And you're perpetuating the downfall of mankind. 4-5 to all units. Get this narcotics rate advantage trees.
Liberty City was a church, a cow pasture, and 3 houses when the telephone was invented.
Liar!
You're the liar.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
3 years old?
Laszlo's a liar! Laszlo's a liar! I bet that isn't even your real name. Shut up.
Stupid.
Danny, Boomer, get your head and stay away.
Is your job affecting your health? Maybe Dumping Team is working to... There's an easy solution. Sue your boss. See, the great thing about this country is you can sue anyone for pretty much anything, and you'll probably win, or at least get a settlement. At the firm of Rakin & Ponzer Personal Injury Attorneys, we can show you how falling down and howling like a sissy can result in a large damage award from your employer. We also specialize in awards for injuries suffered.
We have listeners.
Okay. Anyway, Laszlo, I just wanted to make your viewers aware the first International Puppetry Festival is next month at the fairgrounds, bro. If you're interested in becoming a puppet master...
I wasn't aware that there was much demand for puppet shows.
You know, I enjoyed myself for the first time in a long while, and you treated me really good with respect and everything. Well, I better go. I'll see you around, I hope.
Leave us alone for a minute. The Colombian cartel is making spank somewhere in Liberty, but we don't know where. And they seem to know everything we're doing before we do. We got us a rat. There's a guy named Curly Bob, works the bar at Luigi's. He's been throwing more money around than he's earning. He ain't pimping or pushing, so he must be talking. He usually gets a taxi home after work, so follow him. And if he's ratting us out, kill him.
what about winter?
What do you mean?
You know, I mean, what about winter? When the wind blows and it's really cold, I mean, you prance about like a ninny waiting for your privates to go blue?
Nudity is back. A lot of people are into nudity and really understand the spiritual side.
What? Of hanging out with loads of naked chicks? I mean, I see the fun in it, but I just think clothes have distinct advantages, like not accidentally cooking yourself, or when you're working on a building.
We're not swingers. It's not about sex. It's about being one with the world.
All right, dude, groovy, hug a rainbow. It's time for a public service announcement from Donald Love.
Hello, I'm Donald Love. Under my guidance, Love Media has emerged as the fastest-growing U.S.-run media conglomerate of the past 5 years. With newspapers, television, and radio stations across the U.S. and the free world, alongside a wide array of industrial and technology interests, we at Love Media ensure you get the truth behind the story every time. From films to dog food, from radio to pop music, you can be sure of independent, quality-led broadcasting every time you tune in. That's why we're the fastest-growing cable supplier and health insurance provider in the Northeast, and why our new satellite in China is something all Americans can be proud of. Here at Love Media, we are proud of what we have done to help America and to help hard-working Americans relax.
Going on about problems in schools, guns, people showing disrespect to teachers, drugs. Schools are breeding grounds for crime, ain't they?
Well, I guess it seems that way.
Well, I got a real simple solution. Shut them down. Shut down the schools and you shut down the problem. No more dead teachers, no more angry students.
Well, but you don't think...
No, I don't. Never. Now listen to me. It makes perfect sense. Kids these days, they complain a lot, but you know what? It costs even more. I mean, shoes, books.
Here comes our little friend, Mr. Big Mouth himself.
Were you followed? You know what goes on here is our little secret, amigo.
No, I wasn't followed. You got my stuff?
Here's your spank, squealer. Now talk.
Okay, so the Leons are fighting wars on two fronts. They're in a turf war with the Triads, with no sign of either side giving up. Meanwhile, Joey Leone has stirred up some bad blood with the Forellis. Every day they're losing men and influence in the city. Salvatore has become dangerous and paranoid. He expects everybody and everything.
And with loyalty like yours, what has he possibly got to worry about?
He's 7 and he's making mad to $23,000 a year. And on weekends, he doesn't go to the mall, play soccer.
We're at war. The Triads have a fish factory as a front. Most of their business goes down at the fish market in Chinatown. The laundry still owes us protection. They reckon the Triads are protecting them now, so I say we exact a fitting punishment. Take those boys over and whack the Triad warlords. Hell, if you get a chance, pop some of their soldiers, too.
We're going to a room.
Do you enjoy your job here?
It's fun. We get to play with knives.
I see. Is there a real sense of teamwork?
My friend Joey sewed his hands together.
Wow, you're learning some real skills. How about this?
All units, Zone 1 progress, Chinatown. Advise caution.
Past 3 weeks, is the founder of Now and Zen Dojo and Organic Food Market in Trenton. His name is Reed Tucker. Welcome to Chatterbox, Reed.
Why, thank you, Laszlo. It certainly is an honor to be here today.
Well, tell me, Reed, where did you get the idea?
Okay, Laszlo. Nothing like I suggested system, Laszlo. What you put in also comes out.
Especially corn. What's the story with that anyway?
Laszlo, I'm deadly serious now. My mentor was a 430-year-old monk who showed me the way to enlightenment through carrot juice.
Okay. If you have a question for Reed, we'll be taking calls in a little bit.
Okay, I've had enough of this shit. We're gonna finish the triads in Liberty once and for all. 8 Ball's rigged a dust cart with a bomb. It's on a timer, so if you mess up, there'll be no evidence. Go and pick up the dust cart. Careful. 8 Ball says it's real sensitive, and the slightest bump could set that thing off. Their fish factory will open its gates for a dust cart, so you can drive right in. Park up between the gas canisters and get the hell out of there. I want it to rain mackerel. We're talking real biblical here. Nothing low budget.
My marriage, and I married a
Where is the passion? She is gone. Replaced by ugliness. You see, Laszlo?
First century.
Very fine is, but she's even bigger. Now she's like a whole offensive line. He feels no pride in himself. He has no pride in his marriage. He is ashamed of this wonderful lady who bears him so many young. And he comes to me, and he cries for no. It is for women too. For Janice, if her husband goes a new beginning, she thinks Senor Wonderful all over again. And in the extreme case, maybe she comes to work for me, and she gets a new beginning herself. She discovered the excitement and the passion all for herself. This is Janice, you call me 555 92.
Now listen, don't try to pimp out my listeners.
That is a very ugly word. A travesty. I work miracles.
Somebody call him back. You feel lucky? Hey, climb the ladder.
We should take these Colombian bastards out, but while we're at war with the triads, we ain't strong enough. The cartel has got bottomless funds from pushing that spank crap. If we make an open attack on them, they'll wipe the floor with us. They must be making spank on that big boat that Curly led you to. So we gotta use our heads. Or rather, one head. Your head. I'm asking you to destroy that spank factory as a personal favor to me, Salvatore Leone. If you do this for me, you will be a made man. Anything you want. Go and see 8 Ball. You'll need his expertise to blow up that boat.
Yo, my man. Salvatore phoned ahead, but a job like this is gonna need a lot of fireworks. I'll need $100,000 to cover expenses. But you know, with me, you get a lot of bang for your buck. Come back, brother, when you have the money. Okay, let's do this then. I can set this baby to detonate, but I still can't use a piece with these hands. Here, this rifle should help you pop some heads.
Not real Latin, but I provide real Latin passion. I work the miracles every day. Listen, wives, children, if your husband, if your daddy, if he's not happy, send him to me, Fernando. In exchange for a few hours a week, I give you the world.
Box directly to your door.
And now it's time for a public service announcement from station owner Donald Love.
Hello, my name is Don.
Get a good vantage point, then I'll head in when you fire the first shot.
Enjoy.
All right, we're back here on Chatterbox, the radio show that never gets old. I'm Laszlo with open ears and a closed mind. Hello, you're on the air. What's your name?
I wanted to talk about spanking.
Oh, God, not another one.
I think spanking kids is the only way to teach them right from wrong.
So you think that teaching kids at an early age that violence is the solution to problems will make them valuable members of our society?
Exactly.
10 EU to Central Portland Harbour. All cars extremely Portland Harbour. Investigate reported gunfire and explosions. Respond to a 10 EU to Central Portland Harbour.
My favorite cleaner. I'm proud of you, my boy. You kicked the shit out of those grease balls. I just got one little job for you before we can all celebrate. There's a car around the block from Luigi's club. The inside is covered in brains. We had to help some guy make up his mind, and it proved a little messy. Take it to the crusher before the cops find it.
Listen, Salvatore thinks that we're going behind his back, so he was offering you to the cartel in order to make a deal. I couldn't let him do that. I mean, the worst thing is, it's all my fault because I told him we were an item. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Look, you're a marked man on the Mafia turf, and I've got to get out of here, too. I've seen too much killing, too much blood. Look, this is a friend of mine, okay? She's an old friend. It's so good. She's someone we could trust.
Come on, enough of the speeches. We better get out of here before we get more hysterical Italians wanting less friendly reunions.
Asuka and I are gonna have to talk. Why don't you go cruise around?
You'll need a place to lie low. There's a warehouse at the edge of Belleville that should suit your needs. Come back here to my condo when you're ready, and you and me can have a little chat. We have certain issues to clear up before we continue any form of relationship, business or otherwise. Let's lay our cards on the table. I am Yakuza, and I know you worked for Salvatore Leone's family. I can give you work with our organization, but first you must prove to me that your ties with the Mafia are truly broken. Salvatore Leone will be leaving Luigi's in about 3 hours' time. Make sure he doesn't reach his club alive. Meanwhile, Maria and I will catch up on old times.
Oh, Asuka, you've got a massager.
That's not a massager.
Difficult it is being a parent today. Hello, Jane.
Hi, Laszlo. I love the show. I'm a first-time caller. I wanted to say something about these video games. They are warping our kids' minds. My son's dog, Hugo, got hit by a truck, and he says, Mommy, Mommy, where's the reset button? Kids these days, they think like...
Chatterbox. I want to talk about that bank stuff. Hey, Dad. It's not bad to you at all. Why aren't you talking? Wait, think I'm strange? Am I on the air? Hello? Yeah, you can't be.
What's your question?
Bank! 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 Bank!
What about it? I mean, that's not really a question. Questions usually start with words like how and why, and they end with your voice going up like this.
Don't mock me. I know where you work. You're just like all the rest.
How's just that? Happy blimp, and all of a sudden these guys crashed through the window and started shooting at each other. I was so excited, I didn't even notice I'd been hit. After that, I was hooked on Liberty City Survivor. I watch it every day in the hospital.
The game doesn't end until there's only one man left standing. Tune in 24-hour live webcast. Liberty City Survivor. Natural Selection has come home. Sponsored by Ammunition.
All right, we're back on Chatterbox. Call us on the chatter line to tell us what's on your mind. Line 4, you're on Chatterbox. What's on your mind?
Liberty City Cox rule!
Ah, that's lovely, thanks.
Salvatore's death comes as pleasurable news. You're an efficient killer. I like that in a man. Ah, this is my brother, Kenji.
Asuka has a little job for you, but when you're done, drop by my casino and we can talk.
Just like Kenji, always trying to play with my toys. My police source indicates that the FBI has mounted a surveillance operation at key locations around the city. It is too late to contact anyone and avoid incrimination. Take out these spying cops, but be careful. They're bound to have backup.
For me, once it was so. But then one day, I was driving my car, and I realized you call it man. Then I think to myself, no. Miracle. A man is a good father, a loving husband, the winner of bread is perfect, passion for love, passion for women, which he can take home to his wife.
What, so you act like a pimp?
Not a pimp, a savior. In a controlled environment, I reintroduce the man to the pleasure, to the miracles of the world. And truly, the results are remarkable. I tell you every day.
And do the wives know about this?
In their hearts, Laszlo, they know they have...
A reporter has been nosing around. Marie and I have taken a little holiday together until you can get rid of this perverted voyeur. He's probably out in the bay as you read this. Steal a police boat and sink his career.
Hey-ya! Oh! Ow!
my handsome handyman. Maria's all tied up at the moment, but I'll tell her you called.
Who's that, Asuka? You know, I know I've been a naughty girl, but I really need to pee, okay?
It's time you met our man inside the LPD. Here's a payment for the last little job he did for us. He is understandably cautious. Get to the payphone in Torrington as quick as you can and await his instructions.
It's driving me freaking nuts.
Well, Tony...
Tony? How'd you know my name was Tony? You're tracing this call? Because if you are, you're gonna do good enough for her. You know what I mean? What do I do?
Well, Toad, I mean, sir...
Get to the phone in West Belleville Park.
Fun. It's got fur and a tail. He gets in bug fractures before they squirt it in your eye.
Get to the phone on Liberty campus.
Get cat out of that tree with your banana cannon, Pogo.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a fast car.
And help Pogo best spring and simian game since bouncing bananas. But the game Pogo the Monkey...
Get to the phone in South Belleville Park. Meet me in the toilet block in the park.
You must be Azuka's new errand boy. You got the money? Is it all here? I know what you're thinking. Another bent cop. Well, it's a bent world. Just because I lost a few partners, those suckers from Internal Affairs have started sniffing around. Reckon they can smell me. Well, this city is one big open sewer. But I'm gonna need some non-union help. And if you're interested, you know where to find me.
Maria and I have gone shopping. Our source in the police has informed us that one of our drivers is a strangely animated undercover cop. He's more or less useless out of his car, so we've tagged it with a tracer. Make him bleed.
It is very, very serious. I let my kid play video games, and now runs around the house looking for gold coins. Teaching our children to negotiate with money. My little Sam's is playing a new video game called Pogo the Monkey.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
The shop teacher calls me.
The show does. I love that button. You know, it's never a dull moment on this show, especially if you're in our key demographic.
Love Media, bringing people and the finest in entertainment together.
All right, hello, next caller. You're on Chatterbox.
I want to talk about that bank stuff. People say it's bad for you. It's not bad for you at all. Why aren't you talking? What, you think I'm strange? Am I on the air? Hello? Get me, you pansy.
What's your question?
Bank! 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 Bank!
I just have an hospital question immediately that I can see everywhere. Cover blown.
Voice like this.
Why do you think I'm commercial? Like the brushing for your name? I've read books.
And what book have you been reading that tells you that toothpaste is evil?
Catherine and the Devil. Great camera cover by This is King Courtney. Me yardie posse could do with them rude boy driver and people is saying you the man. Get to the waste ground opposite the stadium in a car and wait for the other hopefuls. I've got been watching checkpoints all over Staunton. First driver to a checkpoint gets the bling bling, then it's on to the next stop. If you get more checkpoints than any other driver, I can have me a little work for you.
I remember Jerry so well. He come in, he is like a broken man, like a half a man, a myth, if you will. He has no end anymore. And his marriage, it is killing him. Where is the passion? She is gone, replaced by ugliness. You see, Laszlo, Mrs. Jerry, she's not a pretty lady. She's more like an offensive lion or a tight end, big and hairy. But Victor, she gives Jerry 5 kids, but she's even bigger. Now, she's like a whole offensive lion. He feels no pride in himself. He has no pride in
mine. Hello, you're on the air. What's your name?
I wanted to talk about spanking.
Oh God, not another one.
I need to see if you're capable of doing me dirty work. See if you're family or not, don't you know? Two of my boys will be there any second to take you for a ride. See if you're the article or a sister or something.
We're going for a little ride into Hepburn Heights. Kill me some filthy Diablo boo-boo spin batting up me lady Queen Lizzie. You do the driving and the shooting and the dally and a boot. We'll make sure you don't get cold feet here. You'll need a piece. Laughing vampires dance! Feel the voodoo curve. Let's drive.
And they keep disappearing.
What are you speaking to me on? What's that in your hand?
Oh, man. I've been living under a rock, bro. Guys with puppets get chicks. I take my monkey puppet to the park all the time. We play hacky sack together. It's rad. But anyway, dude, at the International Puppetry Festival, we'll be having workshops on finger puppets.
Sales department. But you're someone who has, and they paid us at
Hepburn Heights. Excuse me some filthy Diablos. Remember, you in this to the end, man. Hold your corner.
Living in a lonely castle on a windswept moor? Do you long to trade in your sweatsuit for a £100 suit of armor and swap your SUV for a noble stallion?
To being a feudal serf, forget about air conditioning and modern medicine. Wake up with leeches, spells, and... Yum Yum! Buy genuine reproduction medieval artifacts including maces, double-handed battle swords, and whatever for your garden pond or swimming pool. And learn how to rid your condo of vermin using a penny whistle and a mysterious prancing German named Hans. The medieval Millennium Fair every weekend at Liberty City Park.
All right, Liberty City, you are listening to Chatterbox. What about winter?
What do you mean?
You know, I mean, what about winter? When the wind blows and it's really cold, I mean, you prance about like a ninny waiting for your privates to go blue?
I was born naked, I'm gonna die naked.
And all shriveled up.
Okay, you're the kind of man we like to screen now. You're Irie, man. Real shooter.
I want you to steal me some gang cars so we can do some naughty thing on our enemy turf. I want me a Mafia Sentinel, a Yakuza Stinger, and a Diablo Inferno so we can hit up any gang in Liberty. Drop them off at the garage in Newport and hear this. They're no use to me, all broke up now.
Bob from Pine Creek.
Hey, what's up, Bob from Pine Creek?
On weekends, he doesn't go to... Hell, you go to sleep during the day. That's another $8 grand right there. Now,
Bigger SUV. Being a mom is hard with soccer, football, and lacrosse practice. So we bought the new Maibatsu Monstrosity.
Your broadcasts are all the same, aren't you? I mean, I heard about you. You're always at a boys' night.
Whoa, what are you talking about? I'm...
Jeff from Rock.
Hello, Jeff, what's up?
I wanted to tell you and your listeners about a once-in-a-lifetime chance to make so folks, if you're listening and want to make a difference, get yourself down to the park.
Now hear this. Get your little self over to Bedford Point. There's a stash in an old jalopy and it's quick smart now.
You're on Chatterbox. What's on your mind?
Can't believe it.
You have a question?
Starts from the ground up at Aaron.
Come to daddy, big cop. What's up? Yeah, here you go. I got a present for you, big cop. What's up, my special delivery? Come to daddy. Here you go. I got a present for special delivery. Here you go. I got a present for special delivery. Here, special delivery. Here you go. I got a present for you. Come to daddy. Come here.
My sister speaks highly of you, though I'm yet to be convinced that a guy Jin can offer anything but disappointment. Perhaps you could help deal with a situation that has me at a disadvantage. Of course, failure has its own disgrace. A Yakuza Kanbu is in custody awaiting transfer for trial. He is a valued member of the family. Break him out of custody and get him to the dojo at Bedford Point.
That last guy was a lunatic. Where'd you dig him up from? The state movie bin? That wacko you had going on about killer bees? What a moron. I mean, just read a newspaper. Artificial sweet soda pop. Roswell. It's all part of the government's propaganda plan. I might as well wear a satellite dish. They can beam their propaganda right into my brain.
You want to get that? What's up? Take it down!
This is 65, Central Falling. Detective headquarters, all units respond immediately.
Good. I'm running around the court bouncing the ball and I'm 7'3". I'm telling you, man, I only play man sports, like football and hopscotch.
Hopscotch? That's a girl's game.
Man, that ain't...
Monogamy? Hello, I am Fernando Martinez, founder of a revolutionary new way of saving your marriage. We understand how two kids in a mortgage.
It is impossible to overestimate the importance of etiquette in this line of work. To my eternal shame, a man once did me a favor, and I've never had the opportunity to repay his kindness. The man's weakness is motor cars, and he has requested that we acquire him certain models for his collection. Needless to say, we must give him the cars as a gift to repay the debt that I owe him. You must obtain the cars on this list and deliver them to a garage behind the car park in Newport. My honor demands it.
All right, let's go over to this line. Hello, caller, you are on the air. Are you sane? Are you a sane caller?
And they keep disappearing.
What are you speaking to me on? What's that in your hand?
I am not the problem. You are, and you're perpetuating the downfall of mankind. Liberty City was great before phones ruined everything.
Liberty City was a church, a cow...
Is
Is your job affecting your health? Do you become fatigued? Does working take time away from family and social events like watching? Break in and Panzer and get ready to enjoy a life of luxury.
All right, a puppet master or ventriloquist, you should...
And stacks of old groats and
Big castle on a windswept moor? Do you long to trade in your sweatsuit for a £100 suit of armor and swap your SUV for a noble stallion? Do you need my...
With tales of the Black Death, witch burnings, and the joys of being a feudal serf. Forget about air conditioning.
When trouble looms, the fool turns his back, while the wise man faces it down. The Colombian cartel have ignored repeated requests to leave our interests in liberty well alone. Now they are negotiating terms with the Jamaicans in order to humiliate us further. They are finalizing a deal across town. Take one of my men, steal a Yardley car, and go pay your respects to the Colombians. Our honor demands that you leave no one alive!
look, is this leading anywhere? Because, I mean, we've got a lot of other people waiting to talk about real things here.
Nudity is real. Open your eyes. Take off your pants. Come on. Come on, Lazarus.
Loads of naked chicks. I mean, I see the fun in it, but I didn't...
Not about sex. It's about being one with the world.
All right, dude. Groovy. Hug a rainbow. It's time for a public service announcement from Donald Love.
Hello, I'm Donald Love. Under my guidance, Love Music, you can be sure of independent, quality-led broadcasting every time you tune in. That's why we're the fastest-growing cable supplier and health insurance provider in the Northeast, and why our new satellite in China is something all Americans can be proud of. Here at Love Media, we are proud of what we have done to help America and to help hard-working Americans relax. For investment opportunities or information about our new interactive television service, please go to www.
Don't disrespect teachers, drugs. Schools are breeding grounds of crime, ain't they?
Well, I guess it seems that way.
Well, I got a real simple solution. Shut them down. Shut down the schools and you shut down the problem.
Great man, huh?
You gonna...
So much as one hair on the soap, it was off the bed with no dinner. You know what? He went to bed hungry, only 20, David 39. He learned. Now he brings his mother lunch to bed every day so she can sleep in. Let me tell you, everyone should have their kids serve it up to you. Exploit something I own. Exploitation. Sound like a communist. Kids in Russia, they don't work. That's why everything's so messed up over there. You have to wait in line for toilet paper. And their space station was made out of milk crates. I'll tell you, working for a living is the American way. That, and the only thing more American is have to work.
To be truly strong, it is important that you never show weakness. The businesses fortunate enough to have our protection settle their accounts today. Go and collect the money immediately, so we can enter it into the casino accounts.
Not really. What's your name? What'd you call about?
I'm sorry.
Married.
Oh, thank God.
You know more about men than I know about leopard skin furniture. So let's let anyone else, and he seems real nice, but... He doesn't seem real interested in me. He's always working and...
Hello, what's your name?
Jeff from Rock.
Hello.
I can't pay you, and I wouldn't pay you if I could. Some young gang just jacked up the place. They took everything. You guys are useless. What kind of Yakuza are you anyway?
Right then. Folks, if you're listening and want to make a difference, get yourself down to the park and
Leave it.
We have a question.
Dude, I call every day and I...
Starts from the ground up. At Eris, we make high-quality footwear. In fact, you can find Eris running shoes in over one, learning some real skills. How about the salary and benefits?
Yesterday, I made it.
Tigers, cobras, manatees, and white rhinos. All delivered overnight. PetsOvernight.com, delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door.
All right, now joining us in the studio.
Of Italian origins, but I won't go on. Martial arts are about discipline and physical empowerment, not watching football and eating junk food. You have to explore your mind and your digestive system, Laszlo.
You. How fitting you should choose this moment to show your worthless face. It would appear your attempts to dissuade the Jamaicans from becoming bedfellows with the cartel were wholly inadequate. Yardy pushers line Liberty streets selling packets of spank like they were selling hot dogs. Those cartel pigs are laughing at us. At me. I will give you one last chance to prove my sister's faith in you to be well-founded. Run these scumbags into the ground and wash your shame in rivers of our enemies' blood!
Me, but it's all the fault of the feng shui in here. Downright disgraceful.
Yes, it makes you talk like this. Okay, the listener lines are open. This is Chatterbox. You're on the air.
Hey, Laszlo. Can't let soda pop. Well, it's all part of the government's propaganda plan. I might as well wear a satellite suit. Propaganda right into my brain. Come on. You honestly believe the NSA Edison system is already conversation? Never again.
Do you have anything else? The Magna Carta chip. Well, the red light on the wall is flashing, which means that the owner of the station has an important announcement to make. Let's go live to his office.
Hello, my name is Ross.
Well, man, I was listening to that English plant you were talking to earlier. I mean, do these guys realize how wussy they sound? I mean, it's not for them. Speak English, you limey moron.
Well, you know, I think they were speaking English before we were. The people over here were speaking Shoshone and Cherokee.
Man, Cherokee's Cherokee, man. And another thing, what's up with them calling? So I'm the hot guy, man. I got wide skills, hot guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see your point, but, you know, you'd be a little cranky, too, if your empire had fallen apart over the last 100 years. And speaking of commerce...
That scumbag, McCaffrey! He took more bribes than anyone. He thinks he's gonna get an honorable discharge if he turns state evidence. He just squealed. He's under armed protection in Witchek property down in Newport. Some apartment behind a car park. Torch that place. That's it. Flush him out when you hunt him down. Make sure he never talks to nobody.
$, and I said, as a matter of fact, I don't. I spent my last $2 last night buying gas at these ridiculous gas prices. And besides, who are you anyway? Can't you see that I'm wearing my I Walked for the Cure t-shirt? People are so...
Call out cars. Officers required urgent assistance. Report.
Agaphone says there's a woman in the Steal My Bus monstrosity. Please decide. Can you believe it? I mean, who has the telephone ringing in their car? People are so obnoxious today. And rude. I mean, I thought my name was pricing manner.
You know, I think that's a lesson to us all. All right, hello, next caller.
Stop with the say she was a nutty. She's a nutty. She's a very naughty boy.
Next caller, all right.
Hey, Jed, over here! An old army buddy of mine runs a business in Rockford. We saw action in Nicaragua back when the country knew what it was doing. Anyway, some cartel scum roughed him up yesterday. Said they'd be back for some of his stock today. He's gonna need backup, and in return, he'll give you knockdown rates on any hardware you buy. I'd go myself, but the old sciatica's playing up. So, good luck.
Pounds away while you have a relaxing night's sleep. Now that I've lost 280 pounds, my husband's all mine again.
That's right, honey. No more escort services for me. Don't be fat a day longer than you have to. Remember, being fat can even...
Oh, boy, that's a good commercial. I love commercials, don't you? This is Chatterbox. We are,
Raised bone to head, but I thought there'd be more of you. Can't believe those yellow belly bastards left me without proper cover again. Well, 3 arms are better than 1, so grab whatever you need. Those Colombians will be here any minute. Hot damn, they're here. Lock and load. You're gonna be sorry. Great man, eh?
1181 West Rock.
If I teamed up with you in Nicaragua, maybe I'd still have my arms. If you need any firepower, just drop by and take what you need from the locker. Leave the cash under the bench. Get out of here. I'll handle the cops.
I know a real important man in town, a soft touch with, shall we say, exotic tastes and the money to indulge them. He's involved in a legal matter, and the prosecution has some rather embarrassing photos of him at a morgue party or something. The evidence is being driven across town. You are going to have to ram that car and collect each little bit of evidence as it falls out. When you've got it all, leave it in the car and torch it. We're both gonna do pretty well out of this, kid.
On Liberty City Survivor, I watch it every day in the hospital.
The game doesn't end until there's only one man left standing. Tune in nightly or watch the 24-hour live webcast. Liberty City Survivor. Natural selection has come home to revenge.
All right, we're back on Chatterbox. Call us on the chatter line and tell us what's on your mind. Line 4, you're on Chatterbox. What's on your mind? Ah, that's lovely, thanks. Next caller, you're on Chatterbox.
That last guy was so full of crap. Everyone knows he's a amazing fan.
Okay, great. Another lunatic. Hello, next caller. You are on Chatterbox.
Yeah, you were talking about short guys and attitudes. Well, you know, you'd have an attitude too if you couldn't reach the friggin' cheesy girls at the grocery store.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it seems like the whole world's against you. I mean,
You know, we're not talking about you. What kind of egomaniac are you? You got your own show. How about letting other people talk for a change? You're overseas. Oh, I'm so off. I'm so short. Listen to me talk about my own stuff. I think I'll put this on the top shelf. Hey, what's the weather like down here?
Chatterbox. Today we're talking about anything, it seems. You have something to say about anything, call now. Hello, caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Yeah, I love the show. Love hearing people's opinions. That's what made this country great. Good stuff. Most of all, guns. I had it when people whine about guns kill people. Guns don't kill people. Death kills people. Ask the doctor. Medical facts. You have a bullet. You have a cardiac arrest, organ failure, or major hemorrhage. Meddling with the oxygen inside. I don't use enough machine guns to play around at all. I ain't hurt nobody. And countries that don't have guns ain't
You know, that's a really good point.
Something about taxes. Being the Lone Star State. Oh, taxes. Oh, you're welcome.
I think my partner's a rat. We gotta shut him out permanently. He goes fishing out of his boat near the lighthouse on Portland Rock most nights. Steal a police boat. Make sure his backstabbing plans are sunk. I want him sleeping with the fishes, not eating them.
On Chatterbox. Today we're talking about anything, it seems. You have something to say about anything.
Something about taxes. You mean the Lone Star State? No, taxes. Look, taxes is really wrong. My father worked his whole life. He played the lottery. And now the state wants to pay taxes on the money he wins from that stuff. Buy your own lottery tickets, you know?
Totally messed up. My ass is on the line, and you can't even kill a goddamn fly. I paid you good money to kill that witness, and he ain't dead. And today he's gonna make a federal deposition. He's being moved any second now from the Carson General Hospital up in Rockford. If he squeals, I squeal.
me how, and I give you a big, big kiss. Like I gave a woman. But I am not going to give you a big kiss. Not a kiss like I gave a woman or even a donkey. Because you do not know.
Well, I mean, in this case, ignorance,
about kissing.
I mean, you brought it up.
Oh. You... Hypothetically, all personal. There's a big difference. If I say, imagine if your wife was like, you can nod your head. But if I say, hey, that's love, you're right. You know, like yesterday's dinner after I eat, you're not so happy. It's a big difference. Anyway, the marriage is impossible. If a man was born in Asia, maybe impossible. But a man is born. And a man with needs. He needs a woman.
First of all, let me thank you for dealing with that personal matter. People will read something into anything these days. Experience has taught me that a man like you can be very loyal for the right price, but groups of men get greedy. A valued resource, an old Oriental gentleman I know, has been kept hostage by some South Americans in Espatria. They're trying to extort additional funds from me, but I don't believe in renegotiation. A deal is a deal, so they'll not see a penny from me. Go and rescue my friend. Do whatever it takes.
And Sam, the homemade banana cans and chocolate.
Oh, I'm so impressed.
It's my car, ain't it?
Monstrosity. Mine is bigger.
Dad, you're closer. Why so sad, Pee-wee? Who do you think you are? Short people are people. Bullet. Need time for cardiac arrest or organ failure or major hemorrhage. A small piece of metal ain't the problem. Besides, I only use my machine gun to take from my own home.
You move, big man. Yeah, you're a brave man, eh?
Phil and I just had...
The thing is, Laszlo, when I was a naughty boy, I would get spanked. Nanny would spank me when I was naughty. And now Freddy needs Nanny. Because when Freddy's naughty, he needs to get your money. Why are people afraid of numbers? Sine and cosine are two of the most elegant and incredible discoveries of humanity. I mean, the Cartesian coordinate system has an elemental power I find liberating and even sexy. And I'm not ashamed to say it.
Okay.
Nothing drives down real estate prices like a good old-fashioned gang war. Apart from an outbreak of plague, but that might be going too far in this case. I've noticed the Yakuza and the Colombians are far from friends. Let's capitalize on this business opportunity. I want you to kill the Yakuza Wakagashira, Kenji Kassen. Kenji is attending a meeting at the top of the multi-story car park in Newport. Get a cartel gang car and eliminate him. The Yakuza must blame the cartel for this declaration of war.
Impossible. But a man is born a man. And a man with needs. He needs a woman to look his wife all fat, all early, with the dirty diapers and the dirty panties and the scrubby brush, and who knows what else. He's not thinking of marriage back. He's thinking about, well, you thinking about your pretty assistant. We already know that, see?
Go on.
But Laszlo, what if you act on your fantasy for your little secretary with the short skirt and the pretty eyes? Yes,
Call on your FIA to the multi-story car park report.
if you are but you more likely, your marriage is not basically, and the spare half day, I say, is like by giving him what he needs.
What with you? That kind of sounds like a limited mark.
That's what you are very
In these days of moral hypocrisy, certain valuable commodities can be hard to import. On its approach to the airport tonight, a light aircraft will pass over the bay. It will drop several packages into the water. Make sure you pick them up before anyone else does.
A suckling pig at a pagan banquet. Is your next idea?
Invented by clothing companies. Clothes are unnecessary. Have you ever cooked in the nude?
Look, is this leading anywhere? Because I mean, we've got a lot of other people waiting to talk about real things here.
Nudity is real. Open your eyes. Take off your pants. Come on. Come on, Laszlo. You can't stick your head for Liberty TV.
Thank you for retrieving those packages, but they were only a decoy. Sorry about that, but that's sometimes the way in business. My real objective was hidden on the plane all along. Unfortunately, the port authorities seized the plane and were stripping it down until I intervened at great personal expense. Cross the bridge to Shoreside Vale and go to Francis International Airport. I've paid off the officials. My property will be waiting for you at the customs hangar in the aircraft fuselage.
Not a conservationist. You know my box monstrosity. Mine is
I like online, and then I like using it in different formats like but while I'm done. It's incredible. I also like jazz and cooking and reality. The internet is really good for my hobbies. I think it's amazing. I used to go out a lot, but I don't have to go out ever again. It's incredible. I don't envy those kids with their stock options or their fast cars. They earn them. The internet has saved.
Whoa, what are you talking about? I'm married.
One of those convenience jobs to protect you, I bet? I know what you're all like. You know more about men than I know about leopard skin furniture. So less of that clever stuff and give me some advice. I mean, come on, I got real problems. You see, okay, I had this boyfriend, and at first, he was real kind to me. He was a real gentleman. A little bit older and everything, but he treated me really good. And
the chainsaw ring. You move, big man. Chainsaw Yankee boy. You move, big man. You big dog Yankee boy. There's no problem to kill you. You gonna be sorry. You want the chainsaw ring? You move, big man. It's no problem to kill you. You move, big man. You're gonna be sorry. It's no problem to kill you. No problem to kill you. Big man. Chainsaw thing. You move, big man. You big dog Yankee boy. You're gonna be sorry. I really scared, Gringo. You're going to be shot. Oh!
Hey, let's get this out of here. God knows what it is, but he seems to want it badly enough, so it must be worth something.
Who the heck?
You!
Hey, take it easy, amigo. No es nada, no es nada.
I left you pouring your heart out into the gutter!
Hey, don't shoot, amigo. No problem. We all friends. Here,
Don't be such
take
a
this.
pussy!
Hey, we got no choice, baby. Yeah.
We always got a choice, you dumb bastard.
I'm sorry about the crazy bitch, man. They all the same, please. Por favor.
So, the whore got away. But you've done me a favor. You're not the only one that has a score to settle with the cartel. This worm killed my brother.
I never killed no Yakuza.
Liar! We all saw the cartel assassin. We are going to hunt down and kill all you Colombian dogs. I'll be operating on our friend here to extract information and a little pleasure. You, drop by later. I'm sure I'll require your services.
Please, amigo. Don't leave me here with her, man. She's psycho, chico, man. Please, amigo. Hey, amigo. Amigo.
He smells like cheese.
Dude, I'm moving out. It's the big 4-0, and it's just time to go.
Okay, Victory, so you can meet some of them. Excuse me, sir. Do you enjoy your job here?
You are proving to be a safe investment. A rare thing in these days of falsehood. My Oriental friend will need an escort while he takes my latest acquisition to be authenticated. I want you to follow him and make sure both he and my package get to Pike Creek unharmed.
Days now, but my husband says that like an exorcist. I had to swap a dairy on the top shelf of the fridge so I couldn't reach it with my legs since we have my head and all. But I grow weak and start knocking things down in the room. What can I do, Lee?
Do not fret, Jonah. Shut up, you carnivore. Why don't you go gnaw on a bone like a gorilla, Laszlo? Our ancestors didn't eat chicken wings. They lived at one in nature and their ecosystem, subsisting on a diet of nuts, berries, and leafy vegetables.
Yes, and they threw stones at their own shadow and died of old age and fear at 24.
Laszlo, old, eternal. But let me answer the question. When I'm in trouble...
That's a girl's game.
Man, that ain't a girl's game, man. Not rubbing hopscotch. Man, get me in a scrum and I'm dating. I'll take anybody down. I'm the hopscotch master. I got slide skills in hopscotch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see your point, but you'd be a little cranky too if your empire had fallen apart over the last 100 years. And speaking of commerce, it's time for some commerce here. Let's go to commercials. We'll be back after this.
Hey, your marriage go. Right or what? Missionary new way of saving your marriage. We understand.
A lesson in business, my friend. If you have a unique commodity, the world and his wife will try to wrestle it from your grasp, even if they have little understanding as to its true value. SWAT teams have cordoned off the area around my associate in the package. Get over there, pick up the van, and act as a decoy. Keep them busy, and he should make good his escape.
Takes care of it, boys. And some will. More people who join the military, this would be a better...
Yes, why are you calling in today?
Because I need some advice.
All units be on lookout for security and Pine Creek area. Suspected armed and dangerous.
Tracing this call, because if you are, you're gonna get real intimately acquainted with what your brains look like. My name ain't Tony, okay?
Okay.
She keeps going, Tony, be a real man, stand up for yourself, don't take no shit. But all I do is to be a good son, and I want her to show that she cares for me, show that she loves me. And you know, say I was a good kid, but it seems like nothing's ever good enough for her, you know what I mean?
I mean, sir, you know, in life we have a lot of obligations, and we just kind of have to face up to them. And right now, I'm obligated to play some commercial announcements. We'll be back right after this.
We've got a new friend for everyone. He's got fur and a tail. But he's a bouncy little fella, because he's got springs for legs. Pogo the Monkey, best new video game for the whole family. Lucky Pogo, you're mad. Help Pogo escape the evil research lab. The mean old scientist genetically altered. The pharmaceutical scientist is going to get you, Pogo.
Here you go, Pogo. Have a gold coin.
Good thing Pogo has a banana cannon. These nasty scientists deserve to die. Now get the shampoo manufacturers before they squirt it in your eye.
Do you have anything else to say, or?
You weren't followed. Good. This is it. I'm way over my head and I'm starting to drown here. The CIA seems to have a vested interest in Spank, and they don't like us screwing with the cartel. I'm a marked man, so I'm getting out of here. Get me to my flight at the airport, and I'll make it worth your while.
Concerned and nervous about the future. Sometimes I'd get scared before an important event such as childbirth or a family funeral. Hey, sometimes you need a little help now.
You know, you'd have an attitude too if you couldn't reach the friggin' cheesy squirrels at the grocery store.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it seems like the whole world's against you. I mean,
Just give me the lockup. You're getting some cash. Why is stairs against me? See you around.
People talk for a change. You're all the same, you giants. Oh, I'm tall. I'm so important. Listen to me talk about my tall stuff. Hey, what's the weather like down there? How's it going, short stuff? Can you get that? You're closer. Why so sad, Pee-wee? Who do you think you are? Short people are people, too.
oh, how old is your son? How old is your son?
Miguel seems to think I'm mistreating him. Still, he's revealed the extent to which Catalina fears your quest for revenge. She has 3 death squads dotted around Liberty, whose sole job is to hunt you down. Act as the bait and get the death squads to follow you to Pike Creek, where some of my men will be waiting for them.
So why can't I, a humble citizen, go naked?
Well, I mean, I guess a lion has 2 distinct advantages over you. One, I mean, it's as you say, a king, and therefore it can exercise its royal prerogative to not wear clothes, like not accidentally cooking yourself, or when you're working on a building.
We're not swingers. It's not about that. It's about being one with the world.
Groovy, hug a rainbow. For a public service announcement, Bob of Love.
Hello, I'm Donald. Under my guidance, Love Media has emerged as the fastest-growing U.S.-run media conglomerate in the past 5 years. With newspapers, television, and radio stations across the U.S. and the free world, alongside a wide array of industrial and technology interests, we at Love Media ensure you...
Hello, caller. What's your name?
Bob from Pine Creek.
Hey, what's up, Bob from Pine Creek?
I've been listening to your show. There's always people going on about problems, food, gum, people don't get any infections, drugs. Schools are pretty crap crime, ain't they?
Well, I guess it seems that way.
Well, I got a real simple solution. Shut them down. He works in the basement of a marketing company making photocopies all night. Hell, he goes to the same day. That's another $8 grand right there. Now, I'm buying these national. What do you say to that?
Well, it sounds like exploitation to me.
Miguel certainly has some of that famous Latin stamina. I'm quite exhausted. We underestimated Catalina's plans for Spank. It reaches far beyond the yardies selling it on the street corners. The cartel have a front company, the Kappa Coffee House. They've been selling Spank through the street stalls. We have no choice but to put these drug stands out of operation. Smash them to splinters.
Chatterbox with Reed Tucker.
Yo, Reed, Kung Fu movies are dope. How can I learn to beat up 10 guys at once?
Okay, first things first, my man. You need to stop the negative thinking. And the best attack I've found is to just...
on about what a moron. I mean, just read a paper. Artificial well, it's all part of the government's propaganda. I might as well wear a satellite dish.
Hello, caller.
Laszlo, man, I was listening to that English wimp you were talking to earlier. I mean, do these guys realize how wussy they sound?
That is to look up. Call New Beginnings today. 555-9292. It will be a miracle. I guarantee it. Fernando's New Beginnings. We turn an ending into a new beginning.
Mom, there's a package for you.
But I didn't order anything. What's this? How sweet.
It's a really valid point. These kids today have no respect for authority. And there's one thing that will whip them into shape.
Do we tighten it some more now or just wait for it to turn black and fall off?
Give it a quick prod.
Oh, what is that gooey yellow stuff? Hey, babe!
My handyman.
I was bored, so I came over to keep Asuka company.
She's got the makings of a natural, this girl. She's managed to extract this little gem from our guest. There's a plane coming into Francis International in 2 hours' time. It is full of Catalina's poison. You can avoid airport security by getting a boat out to the runway light buoys and shooting the plane down on its approach. Collect the cargo from the debris and stash it.
Oh, you be careful now, okay, baby?
Now try the chili oil.
Chatterbox.
That last guy was so full of crap. Everyone knows women are made from sand.
Okay, great. Another lunatic. Hello, next caller. You are on Chatterbox.
Yeah, you were talking about short guys and attitudes.
On Chatterbox. Today we're talking about anything, it seems. You have something to say about anything, call now. Hello, caller. You're on Chatterbox.
Yeah, I love the show. Love hearing people's opinions. That's what made this country great. People, opinions, and stuff. Most of all, guns. I had it when people whine about
Francis International. Suspect on foot.
Bad to have a special studio guest. Special because he advertises on this radio station. Remember,
Sí, bueno. ¿Pa' qué es idiot? One of these Scarface idiots.
The real question is, did you turn up to rescue Maria or to get me back? Well, I got news for you. Shooting you will be a pleasure, but dating you was only business. You are muy pequeñito, amigo. Throw over the cash. You have been a busy boy, but you haven't learned. I'm not to be trusted. Kill the idiot!
when you're working on a building.
It's not about success, it's about being one with the world.
All right, dude, groovy, hug a rainbow. It's time for a public service announcement from Donald Love.
Hello, I'm Donald Love. Under my guidance, Love Media has emerged as the fastest growing US-run media via www.lovemedia.tv.
Ooh, that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. All right, let's go to line 8. Hello, caller. What's your name?
Bob is on 3.
This thing airborne!
Cedar Grove have been coming to terms with the emotional aftermath of a full-blown war that hit the area yesterday. Local resident Clive Denver described to police a single gunman that he saw fleeing the scene with a dark-haired woman.
Oh, we're gonna have such fun, because, you know, I love you. I really do, because you're such a big, strong man, and that's just what I need. Anyway, what was I saying? I forget, but you know what it's like, don't you?
The sound of explosions shook nearby homes as people ran for cover. Several citizens were injured in the panic as gunfire was exchanged between ground forces and a helicopter circling the dam.
Yeah, we got a good view from down here in the gardens when the copter finally got taken out. Better than the fireworks on the 4th of July.
With the death toll already over 20, police are still finding bodies. There have been no official denials concerning rumors that the dead were members of the Colombian cartel, and still no leads as to the cause of the massacre.
My hair is ruined. I mean, can you believe it? This one cost me $50.